See how noisy the fans and stuff are. It's been hot here in Oklahoma. And finally got my voice back. I sound less like a frog. I might sound a little bit more like a guppy. I don't know. Anyway, um, oh my goodness. I can't believe I have not been doing good for over a month or about a month anyway. The allergies, we've been going through a drought here in Oklahoma for a number of years. And I thought this year we had gone like nearly 200 days without rain. And when usually in the beginning of May, I get some homeopathics for allergies. And I thought, oh, there's no way there's going to be a wheat harvest this year. It shouldn't be a big deal. I'll be fine. Well, it started raining. Not just raining, but we've gotten torrential downpour. We're not exactly sure if it's actual water, but there has been some. Um, yeah, it's been so the weeds are taller than me. Yeah, so even though we didn't really have much of a wheat harvest out here, my allergies went berserk. And all of my life, for as long as I can remember, when I lived in wheat country, I was sick for the whole month of June. So until I found homeopathics, and that makes a huge difference for me. And I didn't get them this year and didn't do that. So I suffered the consequences. And I still feel like I've got crickets singing in my head. So I'm hoping that that will eventually subside. Um, let's see, trying to make myself smaller over here so you guys can see me. I was just going to kind of do a little bit of catch up. There's some things that are going to be happening hopefully soon that I'm quite excited about. As y'all know, Shelly with There's No Place Like Home has a daughter. If you follow her, one of her daughters is getting married this month. So she's been crazy busy with that and lots of other things going on in her life. And I'm just amazed that she's been able to keep up with videos and things and do the stuff that she's been doing, which is just awesome. She's an amazing lady. So we haven't done any tin hat topics between her being so busy and me not feeling well. But we're hoping to get back to that. And I'm hoping that Catherine with the Okie Dokie Explorers will be able to, she was going to make the slides for the dragon talk that we were going to do about dragons. And I noticed midst of blessings, Mama asked, did you do the talk on dragons? No, we haven't done that yet, but hopefully soon. And because we all are excited about that topic. Catherine has done a lot of research. As you may know, she's our oldest, and she's an author and she writes about dragons. So kind of allegorical Christian fiction type stuff. It's not for children, not for little ones. She has a massacre at the beginning of her first book. So, not for little ones, but it's just full of stuff. Whenever I was sitting here, I can't remember how old she was, and she handed me this pile of paper, and I sat in the bed, and Paul came to bed, and I'm like going through this, and I'm like, I cannot believe our daughter wrote this. It's really great. And I'm not one that gives my children compliments easily. Okay. So it is. And she's also co-authored some books with F.P. Spirit, and his books are a little more adult as well. Still good, clean novels, fun fiction, fun stuff if you like that kind of stuff. Anyway, Catherine's done a lot of research on dragons, and we have a few personal experiences between the ladies, and it should be a lot of fun. Another fun thing that we've got planned is I have the podcast, Real Life on the Prairie podcast, and I'm kind of losing my mojo on it, right? I really enjoy doing interviews of people, but it does get time consuming to try to um, schedule those and set aside the time. And just as soon as I have something, an appointment, the cows get out or the goats or whatever, something happens, the electricity's off or something happens. And that always bothers me whenever people are counting on me. So I'm going to take on, you need to pray for us. I'm going to take on helping teach Shelly some tech so we can get her on. And we're going to be changing the name of the podcast. And it will be Shelly and I doing the podcast together. So I'm quite excited about that. Having Shelly is just a wealth of information, a wonderful, godly woman, and, the mother of many children, which I love. And yeah, we're quite excited about that. So I'm definitely moving my focus more into the tin hat topics and having a lot of fun with that. Of course, we do live on the farm. We've got lots of animals. We've got the garden, the greenhouse, the tower garden, and I will be popping in little things here and there about that. But I feel like there are so many people on the internet that you can learn those things from that they'll just be like our little updates. Uh, I've got a pile of sewing stuff behind me, and I just have to say, I hate doing tutorials. I hate doing sewing videos and stuff, and I don't feel like I'm just super good at it. But there will be updates on things that I make for myself and gifts and things that I make for the little ones. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Um, I've gotten several comments while I've been feeling bad. You guys have been so good at at I love this community, and just kind of looking through the the comments here. You guys have been great. I've had people praying for me and leaving. Some of these are just very informational comments. I've tried to answer questions whenever I see a question. I hope that I've been able to do that. Whenever I've interviewed somebody and you have a particular question for them, I do put their contact information in the description, and I try to have all that information there so that you can contact them or search their blog or their website for the information that you're wanting. We do have the Prairie Dust Trail magazine. The summer magazine's coming out at the end of this month, end of July, July 30th. If you haven't subscribed yet, and I'm sorry I'm doing so many uhs. I hate that whenever I do uhs, but my brain is just still in a fog. Anyway, the Prairie Dust, I did it again. The Prairie Dust Trail magazine is coming out at the end of July. And we're focusing on homeschooling for the summer because, homeschoolers are going to be getting back into the groove of things and new homeschoolers coming into the community. So I really wanted to focus on that. Israel Wayne is contributing to this one. I am crazy excited about that. He is an amazing man of God, was homeschooled himself, and is an advocate of homeschooling. So I'm just really looking forward to giving that. We've got several other topics that we will have in there. Hopefully some like basics to get you started at whatever grade that your children are in, and just to, help with things. And of course, we will have some permaculture information, gardening, some animal. I think we're going to be having some information about snakes and how to tell the difference between a venomous and non-venomous snake, because we've had a lot of snakes out here. I don't know about y'all. There's been a lot of snakes out here this year. We've got a huge bull snake, as a matter of fact, out in one of our sheds. It's a shed we mostly use for storage. And a huge, and just feasting on the rats and the mice that are out there. And very lazy bull snake. It's usually on one of the shelves out there. A very pretty one. I don't happen to be afraid of snakes myself. The bull snakes are nice to have around because they help keep the rattlesnakes away, which rattlesnakes are definitely poison. And they also help take care of the rat and mouse population, the vermins. As long as they're staying out of the eggs and away from the baby chickens and stuff, then we're fine. And the baby bunnies. Kylie's got her baby bunnies up, kind of out of the way, so it's not easy for snakes and stuff to get in there. She hasn't had anything really get into her bunnies for quite a while. She's got a really good setup going. We have several little batches of baby chickens. We've had mama chickens that have hatched. Kylie has done some incubating of eggs, some chicken eggs and turkey eggs. And then one of the turkeys hatched some babies, which is all kinds of exciting. So we've got babies all over the place. We've got some kittens and the little goats and just all kinds of fun stuff going on. The golden retrievers, and yeah, it's been fun. We've got all kinds of things going on. So we will be giving, like I said, little life updates. Let me know what you're interested in, if there's something specific. I'm not real good at like videotaping life, but I'm trying to get better at it. But we're really excited about the Tin Hat Talks. We've been doing a Bible study just kind of gradually since May, going through the book of Revelations. So that's been very interesting. We've got Debbie from Homeschooling Dietitian Mom and Shelly from There's No Place Like Home. And we have one other mom in our group, that a homeschooling mom of 11. And we've been just really studying the scripture together and trying to, dig out the treasures of things. And then, of course, we talk about some of the politics that are going on and different things that are happening in the world and how that all relates to the Bible. So there's lots of conversation going on, lots of topics that we could discuss as far as the Tin Hat Talks. We want to keep those fun. And I'll be sprinkling in things in between as we go, things that I'm learning. Yeah, so probably, I don't know if the Dragon Talk will be next, or I may have a couple of other things in between now and then, but hopefully sometime next month we will have the dragons and we will discuss that. If you guys have any suggestions or things that you would like to learn, I'm open. I love researching things, and we all do. So yeah, I'd be thrilled to do some research. If you haven't subscribed to the Prairie Trail magazine, you do not have to be a homesteader to get something out of this magazine. It is a biblically based magazine to help you become more sustainable where you're at. So if you're in an apartment and you just have a little balcony or a kitchen window, some of these ideas and things will help as well. Plus, just, the biblical principles apply to anyone, right? So I encourage you in that if you're interested. Let's see, what else do I need to update y'all on? I think that's about it. Magazine, podcast. I think I got the basics there. So yeah, we will I try to figure out which topic is going to get me started, and hopefully I'll have another video more informative and more fun than this soon. Thank you all for, hanging with me, and I appreciate all of the subscribers, and I definitely appreciate all of y'all's ideas and thoughts and what you guys have some really neat input that you give, and we appreciate that. So I think that's it, just kind of a little update, let y'all know what's going on, and keep rooting for us, because anything can go wrong, right? So hopefully with tech issues and stuff, we can keep things going. So thank you all so much, and we will see you later.